Look at that. Wow. Oh, help him out. Let him go back down. He's getting tired. Look at that. They cut all this wood. These are great boys. These are really good boys. You guys are awesome. Good job. Woo. Wow. They cut so much wood. I cannot believe it. And they never complained once. They just did it. No money, no nothing. They don't expect anything in return. It's just really good kids. Really good kids. Wow. Impressive. Hey guys, Coach Corsi here, California Philippines Bearcats. So every day, pretty much, I start the day with this, fresh coconut. We got a bunch of these from the farm, cut it open here. Coconut juice is very good for you, and it's awesome. And of course, my coffee and John Wooden. Vlog number 8, back in South Bend, Indiana. So John Wooden, one thing he got great from Dayton High School in Kentucky is those 2 years, he fell in love with teaching and coaching. I mean, deep in love with it. He loved teaching and coaching. And that's the biggest thing he got out of Dayton High School. Even with the frustrations, the setbacks, and the embarrassing moments, like going back to his alma mater and getting blown out at his alma mater, even with all that, he really fell in love with coaching and teaching. So when he was at South Bend, he was excited. But during that time, he says over the years, he got a lot of offers outside of coaching. And they were a lot more money. As we know, teachers and coaches don't make much money. It shouldn't be that way. They should be some of the highest paid people in the world, but they're not. And so he got offers to make a lot more money outside of coaching and teaching. And he said he was never tempted to take any of those positions. But he said that if Nellie would have told him, hey, John, we need the money, okay, take that position, he says he would have taken it. But he said Nellie knew his dreams, his aspirations, his visions for the future more than he knew it. So she never did that. So here he is at South Bend. Basketball practice is about ready to start. Get after it. And they got a problem. They have no gym. They have no practice facility. So they have to use the YMCA. Yes, the YMCA. And there were some big problems there with the YMCA. One was downstairs where the players came in and changed into their practice gear because they had to change back into their school gear afterwards. During the winter, Indiana gets cold, was frigid cold, no heater. He said he'd never seen players change into their practice gear quicker than that group. But it didn't stop there. When they went upstairs, there was other obstacles, like a boxing ring, gymnastic equipment, wrestling mats. Oh, and let's not forget the people that are coming into the YMCA to work out, all in the same room. So, quite challenging. But he says that those players, every one of them wanted to be there, to be able to play basketball and be coached by John Wooden. And John Wooden wanted to be there for them. So it was pretty awesome. And he says that even though those teams never won a state championship, they went deep into the regionals, winning seasons, did well, they never won a state championship. He says that those were some of the most enjoyable days coaching in his life. And he had some tremendous young men, tremendous players And he said that's where he really started to really hone his skills, really began to grow and get better. He says that Dayton High School, I wasn't a good coach, I wasn't a good teacher, but during South Bend, I started to really hone those skills and get better and get better. So let's talk about John Wooden, what he says is his greatest mistake as a coach. So he had a player, he had a rule, no smoking. You get caught smoking, you're off the team. No second chances, that's it. Cut and dry, gone. So one of his best players on the team, he caught smoking. So he had a rule. So he had to kick the kid off the team. Within a few months, that same player, who was bound for college with a college scholarship and a great education, dropped out of high school, never went to college, took a bunch of low-paying jobs, and never really reached his potential in life. And John Wooden said that during his coaching career, that was one of the biggest mistakes that he ever made. So let's learn from this. And I want to read from the book, because I think you need to hear it from John Wooden. But it's so important to balance discipline, correction, hard work with compassion and love and understanding and restraint. And so I want to read this to you. I want to put my head down and read this to you. That's okay. And I want to read this paragraph so that you really get the gist of it. It's why I believe that next to parenting, teaching and coaching are the two most important professions in the world. And I agree with him on that. Common sense, an ability to read human nature, and good judgment are among the most valuable assets a teacher and a coach can have. More important than ABCs or X and O's. I worked to improve in these areas, but it was not easy. We need to recognize the difference between a principle that matters and a rule or regulation that doesn't justify capital punishment. We need to be open-minded, yet minding to those things that matter. We need to couple firm discipline with fairness and reason, understanding and compassion. It took me too long. It took me way too long to get a handle on what is the appropriate balance for all of this. Wow, it's John Wooden, greatest coach of all time, struggling with this. So we as coaches have to struggle with this too. And we need to every day get better and understand the difference between punishment, commitment, discipline, and hard work with compassion, love, understanding, restraint. We've got to balance it. As a coach, you've got to balance it. And I hope you're hearing me on this. You can't do this on your own. You need to read books. You need to read the Bible. You need to read the Bible to really understand. You know, you need to read books on how to coach by Mike Krzyzewski or John Wooden or others. I would read just John Wooden. John Wooden has a number of books, and they're timeless. It doesn't matter if they were written 40 years ago or today. It's the same in dealing with young people and coaching. So anyways, I hope that encourages you guys. Be a great coach. A great coach. In the Bearcats, I would always tell my coach at coaches meetings is that you've always got to be learning. You've always got to be getting better. You've got to go online and listen to drills. You've got to study our handbook. You need to study human principles, the way people think and act. You need to constantly be studying this stuff and getting better every season. I got to get better. You got to get better. We all have to get better in life. And it's a journey, it's a constant journey. You never arrive at success. You're always chasing it. And that's the beauty of life. So God bless you guys. We're praying for you. Thanks for your support, your prayer. Thanks for your support. I was reading Acts 20:35 the other day, and it says that Jesus says, don't forget, Jesus says, it's better to give than receive. So make sure today you're giving, whatever it is. Maybe it's just a smile, but it's better to give than to receive. So give. Go Bearcats! Hey guys, Coach Corsi here. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and thanks for being a part of this vision for the future to impact our youth and the next generation. God bless you, and go Bearcats.